bugs and insects. She took a bite of her bagel and added, "As for gluten, there is archaeological evidence that prehistoric man ate proto-wheat and barley, quantities of cereal grains, and high numbers of grass seeds as well." "And?" Natasha rolled her eyes. "Your point?" "Eat what works for you, that's fine," Adelaide said, not unkindly. Getting to her feet, she poured herself a cup of coffee. "But I wouldn't go around saying it's because of what our paleo ancestors ate, unless you know what they actually ate." "It's healthier," Natasha said self-importantly. "And it helps me maintain my figure." "Well," Adelaide said thoughtfully, "it's difficult to prove that prehistoric man was somehow healthier than his modern counterparts. After all, most children died before the age of 15, and only rarely did adults reach past 40. And a recent study revealed alarmingly high rates of atherosclerosis, or hardened arteries, in ancient mummies, casting doubt on the theory that our forebears had much healthier lives than we do now." Natasha stood there, speechless, staring at Adelaide as though she'd just sprouted a third head. "Oh, how rude of me!" Adelaide held up the coffee pot and said, "Would anyone like some coffee?" "I'd like some," I said. "Me too," Edric chimed in. "I only drink water," Natasha informed her. "The caveman diet did not consist of coffee." "You're right. Of course it didn't." Adelaide poured 2 cups of coffee. "Our paleo ancestors drank river water and lake water." A pause. I see what you mean now." "What?" Natasha hissed, agitation creeping into her voice. "What I mean about what?" Calmly, I reached for my cup of coffee and took a sip, curious what Adelaide was about to say next. "About maintaining your figure," she said in a matter-of-fact tone. "Giardia is great for weight loss. The microscopic parasites work almost as well as tapeworms. Not to mention dehydration from diarrhea is totally natural." I choked, coughed, and coffee sputtered out of my mouth. A look of horror came across Natasha's face. Staring open-mouthed, she sent me a look that said, "Why is she still talking? Why?" Blissfully unaware of Natasha's wrath, Adelaide happily chatted away. "I think the biggest mistake the paleo diet has ever made is calling itself paleo." "Yes!" Edric pumped his fist in the air. "I agree. I pick out food based on a simple philosophy. If it doesn't have any nutritional value, I don't eat it. And guess what, people? It results in a diet that's similar to the paleo diet. Meat, fruits, veggies, and minimal carbs. 5 years ago, that was just called eating healthy. Now I get lumped in with all these assholes." He chuckled. His laughter began to peter out when he realized his girlfriend was sending him daggers. "Asshole?" Natasha muttered mutinously. "Did you just call me an asshole just because I'm on the paleo diet?" I drained my cup of coffee and swiped my car keys off the counter. "Adelaide," I said shortly. "Time to go." Crossing the room, she grabbed her backpack and looked over her shoulder, entirely obvious to the tension she'd just ignited. "Bye, Edric. Bye, Natasha," she trilled cheerfully. "It was so nice to meet you." The alarm chirped as I pushed the button on the key fob, indicating that the doors had unlocked. I walked around the car and got behind the wheel. "Sorry," I said unapologetically. "I know you like to be the one behind the wheel, but I'm driving." Adelaide's smile faltered. "So last night, you were just being nice?" "Last night was just a one-off." "Oh." She looked so disappointed that I almost felt a little bad. Almost, but not enough to surrender my keys. "So," she said as she slid into the passenger seat, "what can you tell me about freshman orientation?" "It's a waste of time." "How so?" "Your orientation leader will subject you to activities otherwise meant for 4-year-olds. You end up sitting around in a circle singing Kumbaya with a group of people you'd never hang out with. Basically, it's a whole day of doing shit you'll never do again." I slid the key into the ignition and shot her a quick sideways glance. "You still want to go?" "Yes." She clicked her seatbelt into place.